I'm your host, Aurea Eden. We are going to be seeing things over the next 1 to 3 days in the news or in the public that deals with newness, youthfulness, people bringing loss and violence and things happening to the masses. That is the energy that you can expect to see over the next 1 to 3 days or so. So certain things on my hot list here. I'm seeing companies on my hot list. Schools are on my hot list. Cube is on my hot list. This is Cube Smart, Ice Cube, Cube Bikes, Cube Movie. Cube is on my hot list. And so what my hot list means is that if these words come out, this is what you're going to see over the news over the next 1 to 3 days trending. You know, yesterday or the day before yesterday, it was immigration. I have the web. The web is on my hot list. Winning is on my hot list. Finances is on my hot list. Like winning, like, you know, I keep saying winning. It is your winning season. It is your winning time, because winning is something that's on my hot list. We are also going to see bugs being on the hot list. Conception, babies being born. This is the type of stuff that's on my hot list. Somebody named Ben and somebody named Craig. Craig is on my hot list. Ben is on my hot list. So you'll see these names coming up in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Begging. You'll see people like begging, petitioning, asking for something. Okay. Begging, like, money, profit gained here. This is going to be like an advantage when it comes down to income. So I see returns on investments. I see winnings. I'm also still picking up on receipts. People are coming with receipts. So they're going to be letting us know what's going on in the dark. Okay. They're going to be shedding some light on that situation over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. Okay. I see, so a lot of stock market activity going on with dividends and that type of talk here taking place. I'm also seeing performances underway here. At least it seems like there's a start of something. And remember yesterday or the day before, I told you, no, it was yesterday, I told you that there was going to be something about horses. Well, I just, when I looked it up, it had something to do with a horse race. And so the late, great Toby Keith, I want to say that's who that was. His horse was actually able to participate in that race, which I think it was like one of his a dream of his to have that occur. So that's pretty interesting. I knew I was picking up something about horses. Luckily, there wasn't them people trying to eat horse meat. I just saw the horse, my friend. Okay. So I'm seeing like the start of something launching. We're getting new energy here. So I'm seeing start up, something starting fresh. But you know, this is conflictual energy as well. So it's not going to be just starting fresh. Some people are going to be out here starting mess. They're going to be out here starting mess. And so you want to watch out for that over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Okay. I'm also seeing earthquakes happening. I'm also picking up on eruptions, some kind of eruptions of some sort. Okay, this, I told you the other day I was sensing volcanic activity. All right. So that volcano that I was sensing yesterday, it might be getting ready to erupt, but I am sensing this volcanic activity. A lot of business energy over the next 1 to 2 days. I see a lot of businesses launching, and these are not just any kind of businesses that are launching. If you know, like I know, and you launch that business that today, that business has the tendency to go all the way. Okay. If you know like I know, then you know. All right. So that's what I'm picking up on here today. Good business energy coming in over the next 1 to 2 days when it comes down to business. I also see loss. Some people are going to lose their jobs over the next 1 to 3 days. Some people are going to receive advancements. Okay, that's why I keep saying it is your winning season. I'm picking up a lot on like student activity, like having to do with students and studies and school systems and stuff like that. But I do see gun in the energy. So when it comes down to students connected with gun and mass, this is the potential for mass shootings. So if you work at these schools, be on alert. If you're in an authority position, be on alert, because somebody's out here planning something to take out students. And I don't know why they're trying to attack these babies, because these babies are innocent. They ain't doing nothing to nobody. All they're trying to do is learn. Okay, what you should be doing today and over the next 3 days is learning. Okay, evolving. Matter of fact, not just over the next 3 days, over your life. Okay, learn, evolve, get better so that you can do better. Okay, so I am seeing training taking place over the next 1 to 3 days. Apprenticeship practitioners coming in. Also, we'll hear news about somebody end up being put on probation or something like that for something that they did. This could be some youthful act, a child that acted out just out of peer pressure, that type of energy here. I'm seeing here things becoming more 3D dimensional. This could be 3D internet coming up, 3D web, because I am picking up a lot of internet and web activity. All right. Do you know net is a trap, right? Net is a trap. All right. But I'm getting a lot of like 3D, like information coming in here, downloads. So I told you that cube is a hot word. Cube is on my hot list. So cube could be a stock market called Cube Smart. It could be Cube movie. It could be Cube bikes. It could be Ice Cube. Nonetheless, we will see this trending in the news or something coming up about them in the news that's going to take precedence over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. All right. I'm also seeing some things closing and ending, because we're going to see some business come to a close. We're going to hear about businesses going bankrupt, this type of thing. We're going to hear about business doing scandalous activity over the next 1 to 3 days or 4, because this is what we're seeing energetically. There's going to be mass transitions in the spirit, specifically today. Okay, so there's been a lot of loss in the world, or there will be, and people are losing their loved ones. That's why this mass energy is coming in. So hearts go out to these people who are dealing with these difficult times right now. But I am seeing this like I'm seeing something about a hole, and a hole needing to be stopped up. Because I'm picking up on earthquake activity, and it has to do with a fault. That could be that type of hole, but I don't know what this hole is. Could be a sinkhole. Okay, but I am picking up on something about a hole. Okay, so just watch your step. Okay, make sure you don't fall into a hole, or something like a hole in a wall, or something needing to be plugged up, or there's a hole that needs to be filled. Okay, but that's what I'm picking up on right now. I'm also picking up on like something just thrown somewhere. Oh, somebody gonna throw like, it could be a baby thrown in the trash. It could be a baby thrown in a hole. It could be a child thrown somewhere. Okay. It could be somebody thrown somewhere. I'm picking up on like a hole, and I see somebody being thrown somewhere, put in something in a careless way. Okay. So we're going to see carelessness, people not caring. And we keep having women's issues coming up. And I'm getting birth energy today. People are going to be giving birth. People are going to be conceiving. I told you yesterday or the day before that if you was not trying to get pregnant, you might have wanted to clink clink lock down, because energetically there was many people that were getting ready for this mass transition that we're conceiving, okay? Because when there's death, there's rebirth, okay? So I'm literally picking up here this scandalous activity. I see a lot going on with cars. You might start seeing more cars broken down, things getting ruined, things being deemed useless that might not be useless, because there's there's a purpose for everything. Even when it's out of purpose, it still has a purpose. Okay, even when it's out of purpose, it still has a purpose. I'm also seeing the word dead. Okay, dead. So dead in this energy, like I said, is not good. Not good. No bueno over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. Okay, not good. And some of this might have already happened because it's 12:49. I'm gonna try to start doing these videos early. So like when I finish this video, what I really should do is just go ahead and start my next video for tomorrow, because at 7 o'clock at night, my time in the US, that's a new day somewhere else. So a lot of times over there, they've already experienced some of the stuff that I'm saying, probably, so it's because it's energy. And like I said, that's why it seems like the energy comes in a day ahead of time, like sometimes. So some of this stuff has happened. Some of this stuff has not happened yet. Okay. But it will. Because if you know, like I know, then you know. All right. I'm also seeing here a lot about things that are unseen. Okay, I told you yesterday it might be ghost activity, but in this time, I'm getting a lot of people going to be finding God today. They're going to be finding God, talking about God, needing God over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. Okay, somebody might ask you, why will God allow this to happen? It's not God allowing this to happen. If we don't come together as a unit to solve the problems. See, God gives us the things that we need to solve the problems, but we must come together to actually solve the problem. He will give us the pencil. He will give us the paper, but it is up to us to put the pencil to the paper and do the work, you see? So we as a whole have to come together and do the work, and things in this world will get a lot better when we do, okay? All right, so speaking of which, this united energy that I was just talking about, we might see something coming in about the Union National Bank is on my hot list, and United Corporations is something on my hot list. Okay, these are words on my hot list here. I'm also picking up something about the knee. This could be knee injuries, knee strains, knee. Or somebody be in need, but we will see some knee is on a hot list. So we'll see somebody trending, not trending per se, but we'll see the word knee often. Okay. Something about knee is going to come up. And yesterday I was telling you about mint and how we were being encouraged to like bathe in mint, some of us, but also, these predictions going to go as far as my education. Okay. But the mint is also having to do with money. Okay. So mint, they've been thinking about taking pennies out of production. So, I did see that come up in the news as well. So there was something about mint that came up. Now we're going to see maybe something about spiders, or, some news about the spiders coming up, or something about somebody catching prey. Okay, so this is very, 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 very serious energy over the next 1 to 3 days or 4, because this is like mass transitions, loss. People are going to be in the world trying to take out a whole body of people at once. So this is something that authorities want to look out for. I'm getting something about, like lattice netting, something hidden behind the lattice. If you know Proverbs, Solomon talks to, I'm going to say his bride or so, or they say it's Solomon anyways, talks to his bride or so. And, it talks about the lattice. So something may come up about the lattice or so. I'm seeing something about complex systems as well. Networks. We're going to see about a lot about networks, intuition, and really networks have to do with making things work more intuitively. See, the internet is actually a friend to intuition to a certain degree, because you could be watching a video and you could be thinking something and the answer to what you're thinking is going to come to you. Now, it also has something to do with them having mind reading technology now, or working on having mind reading technology. But this is actually something that its spirit will do, that, that's why when a singer, the artist, they make the song, they sing the song, but it's up to spirit to get the song to your ears in the right place at the right time. And they do just that. All right. They do just that. They'll get it to you in the right place at the right time. I'm also seeing here something coming on up about a series. We might hear something about a series, or a series of events that happen, but a series, like a show. I think a show is going to start trending here. But like I said, when it comes down to the masses, something going on with the masses. And then I see a lot of conglomerates. We're going to hear about the conglomerates. Okay. I told you about Meta, and I said, you can listen to me if you want to, but this stuff is for entertainment purposes only. But when you know, like I know, if you know, like I know, then you know. Okay. And if you would have listened, and did your research, you would have known that Meta stock did go up. And so did the stock that I said before. It did go up. But don't listen to me, because what do I know? Okay. I don't know nothing except what I'm told. Okay. And a little bit more that I don't remember. All right. So I'm also seeing here like traps. That's why I said, the net is a trap. Okay. Somebody is going to be trying to put traps. We talked about that hole a while ago, right? There's going to be a hole, and somebody is trying to capture somebody. Okay. I told you about the immigrants, the thing about people being captured. There's still going to be traps set in place to capture immigrants, to capture people, and take these people as victims. So people could be trying to set people up, because we're still in that set up energy. And I told you that I was getting hitman energy. So that's still here lingering. All right. So that energy is still here. I'm just telling you about the energy going forward as well. I'm also seeing something about fabric prints and papers. This could be something that might be affected by the tariffs. Who knows? Okay. But I am seeing something coming up about fabric printing and paper. Babies, animals, young animals. You're going to start seeing babies, like young animal cubs and stuff like that. Fox cubs. You're going to see these cubs as we're in spring. So baby chicks, all of this stuff comes up. Also, speaking of cubs, what's on my hot list is Lionheart Holding Class A. Lionheart Holding Class A. Why is it on my hot list? I don't know, but it's on there. So you might want to Watch the trend, see what it's doing. Cubic corporations on my hot list. Watch the trends, see what it's doing. I also see begging. People are going to be begging, asking for something, pleading like, please bring my family back. Bring my family black. I keep saying bring my family black. Bring my family black, but bring my family back. This could have something to do with immigration. Bring my family back, okay? Or please, lower the tariffs. Like, I see pleading, like, please don't shoot. Like, seriously, please don't shoot. Hearts go out. And then I got pray. Okay, you remember yesterday I got pray? Pray changes things. I want you to know that although I predict prayer can change some things. So when you feel afraid, pray. When you're doubting things, pray. When you don't have enough, pray. Because prayer changes some things. When you're feeling lost, pray. 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 When you don't know who you are, pray. Because prayer can change some things. Okay? So pray. I'm seeing asking for stuff. So, people are going to be asking for food, asking for money, asking for charity. But when you're asking, make sure that you're asking the right entity, because you could be asking for man when you're needing to ask from God. Sometimes man can only give you so much, but God is a God that can give you everything. That's why prayer can change some things. I want you to know that prayer can change some things. Okay? So I'm also picking up on harmful microorganisms, insects, bacteria, this type of thing coming up in the news over the next 1 to 3 days. We know there's stuff going on with the measles. Also, people are going to be getting sick with this cold, wet weather. So increased in colds. But I'm not a medical doctor, nor am I a financial advisor. This stuff is for entertainment purposes only. So I got to say that. But if you know like I know, then you know. Okay? All right. So I'm also seeing here about secret recordings, because if people are recording. I told you people about to bring these receipts over the next 1 to 3 days or so, right? They bring in the receipts and they come in. They bring in the receipts and they're like, hey, you said what, when, where, who? What? Okay. They bring in this receipts. And so I'm seeing secret recordings, phone taps, wires, this type of thing. So I told you it's some set up energy. So if you on the receiving end of this, you might not want to say, you want to watch what you're saying. Don't say too much. Don't say nothing incriminating, okay? Because that will be your error. Because I'm getting some error, some missteps. Somebody's going to be making some missteps, okay? All right. So things are going to be detected here because of the imperfections in the system. And so we're going to see a lot of flaws and imperfections coming up. And like I told you, there's going to be some annoyance here because of it. I'm also seeing things being broken down. Okay. I figure these are some cars breaking down. So some people might start having car issues here. And this energy here over the next 1 to 3 days is irritation, and it's irritable and annoying. Okay. It's displeasing. Okay. Is what I'm seeing. So people are going to be out here rubbing people the wrong way. Seriously. And that starts today. People are going to be out here rubbing people the wrong way. And that starts today. Okay. It started at the beginning of a few years ago, but It started at the beginning of a few years ago, but it's still here nonetheless. All right. So I'm also picking up on boils and swelling. So knee swelling, somebody's knee starts to swell up here. People are also going to be finding out, we're going to hear on the news about growth and tumors, skin and cysts, pimples, blisters, that type of thing. So we'll hear more from what they call them, the estheticians. We'll hear more from them. Also, like I said, people are going to be transitioning from tumors, ulcers, and then there's going to be solutions to those things as well. Because remember, we're getting this new energy coming in, and there's going to be solutions being found, which is great, okay? Which is great that these solutions are being found to these lifelong problems, these lifetime long problems, so to speak, okay? So this is a day, I'm seeing, this is a day I'm going to tell you over the next 1 to 3 days, you want to avoid large crowds. You want to avoid large crowds, okay? You might not want to be in those crowds because you don't want to be trapped in anything, okay? Trending in this energy is Ben, Craig, okay? Ben, Craig, Ben, or Craig. We're going to hear something coming up about Ben, somebody named Ben, somebody named Craig, okay? Buns are going to be put in the oven. Mountains and peaks is it trending in this energy. So I am picking up on that's something we're going to see in the news. We're going to see more about cake and hairstyles and different type of creative energy coming in as well. Somebody's behind. Okay, somebody's behind somebody's rear end in a seat. This could be like an appointment. Okay, somebody being appointed to a position or being promised that they will be appointed to a position of some sort. I'm seeing actors' performances, sign signals, prompts, that type of prompts, props and prompts. Okay. I'm also seeing something about reminders. Somebody needing to be reminded of something. Okay. All right. So, it could be as well as somebody going on strike, riots breaking out. I told you there's going to be an eruption. So things come to the head on things like, seriously, the authorities are going to have to really be alert here over the next 1 or 3 days or 4, because things, especially today, things come to a head. There's going to be a lot of accidents, unfortunately, but there's going to be a lot of accidents. Some probably already happened. I'm picking up on engine issues. So people are having issues. That's why these cars are breaking down, engine issues, but not just cars. Not just cars, technology. Okay. So it could be cars, it could be technology, it could be computers, anything that has an engine could be affected today or over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Okay. So I'm seeing something about allergies might come up because I'm seeing nose. It could be ear, nose, and throat. Allergies, stuffy nose, that type of thing. I'm also getting a lot of Bible and scripture coming in. So a lot of, spirit activity. As I told you, it's been over the last 1 to 3 days prior. Okay, so I'm seeing this here. Bone marrow coming in. So we'll hear something about marrow. Here as well. Meat is still in the energy. So I told you they're doing something to the meat. That's still here. Meat, substance abuse, that's still here. We might hear something about a principal of a school. We might hear something about that. The news itself, we're going to get information like facts, statistics from the news itself. We're going to hear like the news itself. I feel like the news is going to be newsing. The news is going to be newsing, okay? But nonetheless, you might get some news, some good news for some of you who have been waiting. Like I said, you might realize that there's a bun in the oven. Okay, so congratulations to you who get that information. Okay, I'm getting something coming in about memory. Okay, studying. That's what you want to do. Focus on the clerical things today. But a lot of refreshing energy coming in. Global underwater explorers, scuba diving. I'm seeing something come up about scuba diving, guns. This could be more gun laws. This could be mass shootings, negative remarks, insults, undermining, that type of thing coming in. I'm seeing fishing, and so this is a good day to go fishing over the next 1 to 3 days because I feel like the fish is going to be biting. But I'm also going to see something about disgust or distaste. We're going to see something about disgust, like that's disgusting, and it could have something to do about fish. Disgusting fish. I told you about the fish that had boils on it, the fish that had bumps on it. So even I, that's pescatarian, I might want to stop eating fish. Okay, even that. All right. So I'm also seeing stuff about speakers, writers, editors. Okay, coming in. We're gonna hear something about creatures, new creatures being discovered. Okay, New England, new is on the hot list. Okay, hot, new is on the hot list. The word new, anything that you could associate with the word new, you may see over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Okay, 1 to 3 days or so. And I am also picking up something with the new United Nations. Well, I love you, my friend. Google one. Hearts go out. You take care of yourself. All right. I wish you the best. Remember to pray, because prayer changes things. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out. Bye.